We are back on Inside Politics. Our guest is Dr. Carol Swain, a candidate for mayor in the August 1st election. Dr. Swain, we talked about transportation in the last one, but what about transit? The community rejected the sort of larger plan that Mayor Berry and Mayor Briley supported last time. Traffic continues, congestion continues, not just on streets, but in the interstates and regionally. What's your plan to try to address that if you're mayor?
Well, on my website, and it's been there for a couple of months now, I have a short-term and long-term approach to traffic and transit. And the first thing I would do, and this could be done almost immediately, is there are about 50 intersections that Public Works identified in 2014 where you could put in turning lanes and smart lights. That would alleviate a lot of the congestions when we're leaving our neighborhoods. But the other thing I would do immediately is talk with the major employers about changing the way they do their shifts. There's no reason why we all have to get on the highway and try to get on the interstate at 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. There's some jobs with Metro where you could start a shift at 5 a.m. You could start a shift at 6 a.m. Some jobs could start at 10 a.m. Change that, use more work-at-home technology. And to get people off the street as well, move away from the big city buses, move away from WeGo as we have it set up towards van fleets. Use the big buses for those few routes where you have a lot of people that are using the buses, but mostly I would use an Uber-type technology where the rider would call the ride to them. I think if we made it easier for people to use public transportation, they would use it. For the regional traffic, I would TDOT's already exploring this, bus on the shoulder, where you run a rapid bus from the communities into the heart of the city. We could do that, and that's already being looked at. We could do it from the airport. Other things that we could do is manage traffic flows. We've all visited cities where certain hours of the day, the traffic is mostly going into the city on the main arteries, and at the end of the day, it's going out. We could do that on some of our streets and roads. And then for the other things we could do long term is extend 840 or some beltway around the city. Those things can be done rapidly without us spending billions of dollars. It wouldn't cost millions and billions of dollars, and it would be done in your lifetime and mine.
Earlier in your career, you did some commentating on television, on some of the national networks. You had some things to say about the Islamic faith that some people didn't like very much. You've expressed some regret in some portions of that. You've visited the Islamic Center here in town. Are you finding any support in the Islamic community, or for that matter, you've had some things to say about the Black Lives Matter group?
First of all, it was only one time that I talked about Islam as far as I remember, and that was an opinion piece written right after the Charlotte Hebdo attacks.
And you don't believe
in 2015.
You don't believe in what you said anymore.
Hey, I don't say anything I don't believe.
But have you changed your mind about that since then?
No, but here's what I felt, and here's what I expressed to the people at the Islamic Center who invited me to speak, is that I wanted to clarify that I never believed that all Muslims were terrorists. I didn't intend for anyone to interpret my warning in that way, nor do I hate Muslims, and I wanted everyone to know that as mayor of Nashville, I'm going to represent every community. And yes, I was well received. I've been back there for a mayoral forum. I got applause for my ideas, and I would say that every community is affected by traffic, by crime, by unaffordable housing, by the educational system. There are concrete things affecting Nashville. Again, they're not red or blue, they're black and white. Some of it is about transparency, integrity, accountability, efficiency, and about how badly run the city has been. Everyone has an interest in that. And so I have no problem with any religion, race, or anybody. I just want to be the public servant that Nashville needs, and I'm not running for myself. I never wanted to be a politician. I'm running because Nashville needs someone like me.
As we close out, we'll talk a little bit about education. The mayor's role in that is limited. Right now, the school board is putting off selecting a new director, not only after this election, but after their elections next year. Is that a good idea to wait that long? These children are only in the second grade or third grade or in high school that 1 year, and are they going to lose some time and the schools are not going to move forward because we're waiting to get permanent leadership?
The most important thing for the school board, for one thing, they need a lot of accountability and transparency, but we need the right superintendent. And so I believe under federal law Title VII, you have to advertise the job nationwide. And so they should not rush to judgment and rush and appoint someone. Dr. Battle may be the perfect person, but we don't know that until we actually do a national search. And I would like to see someone who has turned around a school system that was failing, like parts of Nashville school system, that's had some results. And so I think they're making the right decision by searching to ensure that they have the best superintendent. And I would like to be involved with the educational system. I come from poverty. I was a high school dropout. I went to a community college. I know something about education, and so to the extent that I can be involved, I want to have a major role in that, as well as fighting crime, because a lot of the crime that the city is experiencing, the violent crime, it's coming from young black youth. I believe that as a member of the black community, I can go in there, I can talk to parents, I can talk to teachers, I can work with those organizations, grassroots, that know something about the problem. I can do things that none of the other gentlemen can do.
Has this been the experience of your lifetime, running for mayor? Something maybe that you didn't expect, very briefly?
Totally nothing I ever saw coming. But my whole life has been a life with unexpected turns, and I've always beaten the odds. And when people say can't, I say can't, never could.
Thanks for coming in, Dr. Swain, again, and good luck to you on August 1st.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on Inside Politics. I'll be back here again for a future show. If you can't get enough politics in the meantime, go to the News Channel 5 website. You'll find my Capitol View commentary there. The Zoo commentary posted every Friday afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you back here next time. Goodbye.
Thank you.